What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so I want to talk about something a little bit different here. Um, so ever since this summer, during the NBA offseason, it's become known now that Dallas Mavericks guard Klay Thompson and rap star Megan Thee Stallion have been an item. I think that it was first disclosed back in might have been June or July of this year. And this doesn't seem to be a flash in the pan relationship or a hookup. This seems to be a real committed relationship. Now, of course, there are a lot of people who have concerns for Klay Thompson because of Megan Thee Stallion's past, especially with what's his name, Tory Lanez. Right, so because of the situation with Tory Lanez, and of course Tory Lanez is in prison, a lot of dudes feel like he's in prison mainly because of the actions of Megan Thee Stallion, so they have it out for her. So they have concerns about Klay Thompson's legal health. You know what I'm saying? Um, so anyway, I say all that to say this. Recently, on TikTok, Megan Thee Stallion posted this photo. And it's a photo of what appears to be her and Klay Thompson. I'm assuming that's Klay, forming a heart with their hand. And you see Megan holding what appears to be house keys. And they're standing in front of what appears to be a luxury home. All right. And it's been reported that Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson have moved in together. They moved into a luxury home in the suburbs, I assume, of Los Angeles. So this relationship definitely is going into a different direction, to the point where, you know, when you move in together, I know people don't value or view marriage the same way that my parents' generation and prior did. But basically, when you move in together, that's a committed relationship, you know? I don't know whether they're going to get married anytime soon, but definitely when you live together, that's a total different step up when it comes to commitment. How do you guys feel about this situation? Because, I mean, me personally, you know, because I really don't care about people's personal relationships like that, as long as they're not hurting people. But I know that people now seem to really want to focus on other people's relationships. I look at it like this, man. I don't know exactly what happened between everything, I should say, that happened between Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez, and the other chick. Like I didn't spend as much time investigating that situation as others have. I'm of the belief though that Tory Lanez, when he was on the stand, he could have spoken up for himself, but he chose not to. That's his stupidity. Okay? That's his stupidity. Because I'm not going to go to prison for anybody as long as I didn't do anything wrong, or I wasn't the person that did the offense that warrants that. I'm not going to prison for nobody. I'm supposed to trust you. So anyway, that's my thing on that. I don't know Megan Thee Stallion, and I don't know what Tory Lanez did or didn't do before that situation. You know, like basically what I'm saying is, I don't know Tory Lanez. I don't know what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like what transpired between these two before that incident. I will say this. Unlike now, like I could be wrong. I could be wrong, right? unlike a Cardi B, who constantly displays hood rat behavior, in my opinion, okay? With the cursing, with the lack of stability as far as men is concerned, the recklessness in many areas. Outside of that Tory Lanez situation, I don't really see too much with Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, I mean, you could bring up, yeah, where she's dancing or, twerking in her on stage. I get all that, but I'm talking about outside of the persona and when she's performing. Outside the Tory Lanez incident, I don't see too much that seems to suggest that she's a debaucherous 304, right? And I just, look, at this point in time, I've just made concessions with this younger generation that they're going to be different regardless of, compared to my generation and older. They're just different. They move different. Whatever the case may be, Klay Thompson seems happy. She seems happy. She said something. I did a little bit of research before I began this video. She was praising Klay Thompson for not constantly calling her a B. Like he sweet talks or whatever, right? And I look at it like this, men have different approaches to women. Some men, like Rick James, it gets to the point where you start thinking the B word is your name. Allegedly, that's how he talked to women. And apparently those women liked it because Rick James slept with probably close to, if I had to take a guess, Rick James probably slept with almost 1,000 women, right? So women apparently liked to be called that, at least the women he dealt with. Then again, you have a Marvin Gaye who sweet-talked women, treated women like a lady, treated 304s like ladies. That was just in his persona. Unless you got a line, obviously. But he sweet-talked them. And that worked for him. And he slept with probably almost 1,000 women. So I'm just saying, man, people keep looking at Klay like Klay is the potential victim here. And I don't see that. I don't see that. At the end of the day, you do have to live, man. But what I'm saying is you got to live your life. And relationships are risk. And you can't sit there and not involve yourself in relationships because you're afraid that this person's going to screw you over. You don't want to be that dude who, people laugh at because, oh, she cheated on you or she did this to you or that to you or whatever. And at the end of the day, to be in a committed relationship, to be in a solid relationship, it does take chance. It does take chance. And I'm going to tell you something else too. I'm tired of us as people judging everybody else by their worst moment or worst moments. I think that gets tiresome. At the end of the day, you should judge people more by what they consistently are. If a person does one horrible act, does that mean that person is like that all the time, or was they pushed to doing that? And are that person more or less consistently a good person, consistently a person that helps people, consistently a person that you can rely on? But anyway, if this is true, and it look like it is, I hope that the relationship works. If it doesn't work out, sure, it's going to be naysayers. It's going to be people saying, oh, he should have never wasted time with her, blah, 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 blah. But I do notice it seems like there's a lot of unhappy people out there, man, that just wishing everybody else's relationship, misery loves company, man. Just like the people that are sitting back with a timer waiting for Travis Hunter to announce that he's breaking up with his girl. See, I told you. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it, man. Tell me what you guys think.